Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Alana Pratt, and today we have with us Aurora Winter, the author of From Heartbreak to Happiness and the founder of the Grief Coach Academy. Welcome.
Great to be here.
Thank you for coming. Now listen, with the stages of grief, I understand that acceptance is one of the stages, and why is it so hard for people to accept?
Oh, it's difficult to accept something that you don't want to accept. And what I discovered is that when you are not accepting, you're really still in that victim energy. And what I experienced after my husband died at the age of 33, I was like, this should not have happened. This was not in the works. Our son was just 4. He should have a father.
Not fair.
But while I was not accepting what happened, I kept attracting victim experiences like car accidents and things like that.
Interesting.
But I had a dream on the 2nd anniversary of my husband's death. And this dream changed my life. And what happened was he met me at an airport in the dream, and we sat on those stupid plastic tables, sat on stupid plastic chairs by the plastic tables, and everybody else was heading somewhere purposefully. And he reached out to me the only way that he could through this dream. And I just unleashed my fury at him. You know, how could you? How could you die beside me? How could you leave our son without his father? And he asked me these 3 questions. He said, well, if you had it to do all over again, would you still marry me? And I thought about it. I thought about all the good times. I'm like, yeah, I'd still marry you. And then he said, well, if you had it to do all over again, would you still have our son? I'm like, absolutely.
No question.
He's the light of my life. He's my joy. He's my blessing. I adore him. And then he asked me the 3rd and final question, and this is the one that changed my life. He said, given those 2 answers, would you want to know that I would die young? And in the dream, I searched my heart for a long moment, and I discovered the answer. And the answer was no. I would not want to taint the joy that we did have with dread. And that dream changed my life because I was allowed to see that even though I didn't choose my fate, had I been given a choice, I would have chosen it. And so that freed me from the sense that I was a victim. And my whole life changed after that day. So when you can truly, deeply accept whatever has happened as if you have chosen it, it'll change your life, and you're well on your way to healing from grief.
Somebody who's watching right now who needs some help with this acceptance, how can they get in touch with you?
I'm the founder of the Grief Coach Academy, so they can find me at griefcoachacademy.com. There's lots of resources there, and they can actually get a free copy of my book, the ebook version. I wrote a book called From Heartbreak to Happiness, which has been endorsed by Dr. Dyer. So I hope they join us online.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing with us.
You're
and thank
welcome.
you for watching.